Namaskar friends, this is NJ, your host on this channel. In this video, we will have our discussion on the topic of moon in the playlist of Know Your Planetary Type. So guys, this playlist is meant to be intended to be serving to all those people who have just started their journey in Vedic astrology. You are a complete fresher or you do not have much of the basics of Vedic astrology cleared. So this playlist might prove to be very helpful for you. Second point is that a lot many times guys you will come across all those people in whose case they are purely being ruled by one specific planet, like the way your physical appearance, your date of birth number, your moon nakshatra, your professional choices, the kind of hobbies you have, the kind of people you get attracted towards, all of that is definitely going to have a strong say of one specific planetary vibration. So in this playlist, we are just studying all the planetary types and we are trying to understand that if this planet is going to be in a dominating stage in someone's life, how you can figure it out through different parameters. So yes guys, to start with, I always start my discussion first with the numerology. So moon in numerology is chiefly connected with the vibration of number 2. Now guys, like the way we always say this thing, that just observing the shape of the number can also tell you a lot about the personality traits of someone as well, or personality traits of that operating planet as well. So even if you will give attention to the shape of the number 2, number 2 shape looks like, in a way that it looks like a person who is kneeling down or who is paying obeisance or who is giving his respect or honor to someone. So that also tells about the qualities of moon, that people who are chiefly governed by the moon, they are very loving towards their younger ones and they are very respectful towards the elderly. So that is the one thing. And definitely emotions, feeling sympathetic towards other people's pain and problem, giving comfort, giving care comes naturally to those people who are chiefly operated by the energies of the moon. After that guys, when we talk about palmistry, so on our palm, the region just on the percussion side, this is the area just opposite to your thumb. That corner is the area which is allotted to the planet moon. So now guys, if you are strongly governed by the moon, so first of all, you will find this area to be little bit protruded. It will be little bit puffed. It might be coming out little bit in comparison to the side of your palm. Second thing is that you will find prominent lines being placed over there. Like nothing could be better than that if you have a very long sun line which is reaching till your mount of moon, or your fate line or destiny line is initiating or starting from the mount of moon. That could also be a very strong indication. Or in lot many cases you will find that the headline which tells about your intelligence, the way your mind function, you will find this line to be curving too deep down on the mount of moon. So through this you can get to know that even on the palm, the energies of the moon is very strong in someone's personality. And definitely guys, from the science of palmistry as well, from the mount of moon only we get to know about the imagination, artistic creative talents, your capacity to comfort others, and all sort of travels, rejuvenation we generally see from the mount of moon. After that guys, when we come to the Vedic astrology, so some of the things which you need to know specifically, if the prominence of moon you will find on someone's ascendant. Ascendant means rising sign, which gives shape to your whole life, to your personality, to your health, to your character. So in lot many cases what I have found is that compared to any other ascendant, it's the moon ruled ascendant people, like Cancer Lagna natives are very easy to spot in lot many cases. Like definitely you will find them with a thin body or round face. Now round face is something which you will find very distinctively. I have been in those situations where two of my bosses, one of the guy I even had access to his birth details as well. So when he had a very round face, very empathetic nature, very emotional, very nurturing, very supportive for his team. So round face is one thing which distinctively tells about that. Now another of my manager, in whose case I do not know about his birth details, but the way his face, which looks like to be a typical moon type, a typical moon face. And second of all, like couple of days back only in a office party, he was telling me this thing that you know, I do not have much of the hobby, but I do have a private like my own boat, and I like to be in a ocean or deep inside the ocean in my own boat. So affinity and closeness to water also give me this hint that he might have a Cancer Lagna, or moon might be placed in his first house. So that is the one thing when we talk about the distinctive traits, that these people might have a thin body, round face, beautiful eyes, little bit worrying nature, or little bit restless in nature. Sexual urges could be strong, artistic creative talents could be strong, and definitely they have got this discriminatory intelligence, and they can be very trusted and loyal friends as well, in whose case you will find to be chiefly being controlled or dominated by the moon type. After that, guys, some of the basic astrology terminologies. So like the way in our Vedic scriptures, all the planets have been assigned, they have been treated as the human personification. So like the way we humans have a gender, we have a caste, so same way they have been allotted all these portfolios as well. So moon in the council of the planetary ministers and all have been assigned the designation of a queen. Moon has been allotted the caste of a merchant class, or which can be also called as the Vaishya. After that, moon has been definitely it's a feminine planet, so its gender is female. After that, guys, when it comes down to the some of the astrological terminologies which are very important to know. So first of all, moon has got a rulership over the Cancer sign. And like the way I always say this thing, that there are other planets who have got rulership over like a two zodiac sign as well. But just because moon has got ownership over one sign, so all of the emotions and feelings of the moon get manifested through this only one zodiac sign. Second thing is that because all the planets have also got a sign where they kind of find themselves exalted, very strongly dignified. So for the moon, its sign of exaltation is Taurus, and specifically 3 degree of Taurus is considered as the highest of the exaltation point. And it has been generally seen that if moon is strongly exalted, well placed, native is definitely going to be intuitively, his emotions, his feelings are going to be very strongly connected with the prospects or matters of that house, and definitely this person is going to be defined or strongly governed by his or her feelings. If channelized properly, this can take the native to the heights in his profession if chosen, which is connected with the moon. But in lot many cases, they also are not able to handle much of the betrayal or any of the heart breakup becomes very difficult for these people to handle. And in lot many cases, whenever you will find, if you will put these people in any toxic environment, in a hostile environment, negative environment, or let's say for example in the transit, yogas are kind of creating a lot of affliction and creating an energy of stress or vulnerability. So these are among those people who get the hit of that very first. So the sign of exaltation of moon is Taurus and 3 degree of that. Every planet has got a sign of debilitation as well, which in a simpler language means where a planet finds itself very agitated. So moon gets debilitated in the Scorpio sign, and within Scorpio as well in the 3 degree of the Scorpio. So that in itself means that a Scorpio moon person might manifest all the negative emotions. See guys, at the end of the day, moon represents emotions. Moon is going to be delivering or generating emotions only. If it is dignified, those emotions, those feelings are going to be uplifting you. They are going to be nurturing you, not only for your own good, but also you will only attract and absorb goodness in your environment. But if you will find moon to be debilitated, these people will demonstrate more of the negative emotions like resentment, jealousy, or easily getting hurt, or easily getting threatened, easily finding themselves challenged, and obsessiveness. Any sort of aberration in your mental thought process is somehow also connected with affliction to moon as well. Moon has also got a strong say over there, along with Mercury as well. But yes, because in this video we're talking more from the moon's point of view, so the way you process feelings, emotions is something. And like the way I mentioned this thing, no matter in which environment we have put you, but if your moon is in Scorpio, you will attract, you will absorb more of the negative emotions in that environment. After that guys, but the good part over here is that people with a prominent moon in Scorpio, if they get into research, they get into occult or anything to do with the tantra, occult and all, they can do very good over there. Now guys, after knowing the planets, sign of exaltation, its best placement, sign of debilitation, then there is a third category which is called as the Mool Trikona, which is considered as good as it's placed in its own sign, in its own house, or a upper edge over it. So which for the moon is considered as, like if moon is highly exalted in the 3 degree of Taurus, so from 4 degree to 20 degrees of Taurus, moon is considered as to be placed in the Mool Trikona sign. Now guys, in our astrological chart as well, so every planet has got a affinity to a specific house. Now just because a moon represents your emotions, your feelings, so somehow moon is also connected as the significator or karaka with the 4th house. So in our natal chart, 4th house tells about your mother, your relationship with your mother, nourishment from the mother. 4th house also tells about comforts, conveniences, all sort of royal favors, hidden treasure, or all those people who are in farming business, who are in land construction related business. So all sort of luxurious goods and all, we generally connect with the 4th house. So moon is considered as the significator or a karaka of the 4th house. And guys, whenever you have to understand or see someone's personality, like deep inside how a person feel, so you do not have to individually look at the placement of moon in the chart. You have to also see that what exactly is happening in the 4th house of the native. After that guys, when we talk about the nakshatras, most important, so moon has got the rulership over 3 nakshatras like any other planet, and those 3 nakshatras are Rohini, Hasta and Shravan. So guys, when we talk about specifically the nakshatra of Rohini, it is considered as very well placed over here, because this is also the like this nakshatra falls in a sign where moon also attains exaltation. And guys, if you have read all of those mythological stories where it has been described as all these 27 nakshatras are described as the 27 wives of moon. So it has been described in such a way that there was a time, out of all of the 27 wives, just because Rohini was so beautiful, moon got so much obsessed with the beauty of Rohini that at one stage he even refuses to leave the palace or abode of the Rohini. So what it explains over here is that all those people in whose case you will find their moon to be placed in the Rohini nakshatra, they are the true collectors, they are the true appreciators of beauty, and in their case you will find their emotions to be very, very pure. Like whether they can use these emotions if they will make their career or their profession involves creativity, imagination, feelings in any form, comfort and care, or food business, aviation, hospitality business, in any form, they can do very good over there. But when we talk about from the interpersonal relationship point of view, so people with moon in the Rohini are the true reflector of pureness or seeing the true beauty. Like definitely guys, Rohini has got lot of beauty attached to it. So whichever planet will be placed over here, it will only manifest the beautiful side of it. So just because moon, which represents your feelings, your heart, so in a way this tells about that these people will be very good at heart, and in whichever house moon is going to be placed, exalted, and in the Rohini nakshatra, you will definitely find some sort of purity, some sort of beauty attached to the matter of that house, where they will feel themselves very comforted, very contented. After that guys, after understanding the beauty of the Rohini, the next nakshatra ruled by moon is the Hasta. Now it is very surprising that a planet which is more emotions and feeling driven, but when it is in the Hasta, it can be the true handyman. Like Hasta nakshatra describes and demonstrates the qualities of perfection. It demonstrates the qualities of being very skilled, highly professional. Like guys, Hasta prominence has been seen in the chart of those people who work in very fine meticulous things, like all those jewelry designer, all those very high-end luxury watchmakers, where you have to work with very precise tools. So that sort of precision has been found, or these all are the qualities which you can attach with the Hasta. And guys, Hasta natives can be very punctual, very timetable oriented. They have got very good sense of humor as well, and just because it is the energy of moon. So in any case, all the three nakshatras will demonstrate the qualities of love for travel or love for rejuvenation, relaxation, comes very naturally to all of these nakshatras. After that guys, we will reach the Shravan nakshatra, which is also connected with the moon. So guys, Shravan has got a lot to do with the actual fulfillment of the duties and responsibilities, and just because the moon is also somehow connected with the public as well, so generally people who become masses favorite, who are able to do something good in the public domain, and because of their good services, their good reputation, they generally climb high in their life. So that is the kind of prominence which has been generally attached with the Shravan. And also compared to all these three nakshatras, Shravan, I would say, that has got more of the religious austerities and spiritual potential attached to it as well. After that guys, and one of the last thing I would say, that because every planet is also connected with the probable places as well. So moon is generally connected with the water places, like where there is a lot of water, ocean or sea around you, and that is the only reason people with a prominent moon in their chart, they kind of find water around them very therapeutic, like you know, taking long bath or going to beach or going for swimming and all, generally prove to be very therapeutic for them. And definitely guys, I already mentioned that even when we talk about the professions connected with moon, so people who are in the hospitality, comfort, care, travel business, food business, restaurant, dairy business, water related business, hotel, hospitality, they all are somehow connected with the moon. And guys, you have to also understand the relationship of the planet with other fellow planets. So generally moon do not consider any planet as its enemy. It sees sun and Mercury as its friend, and rest of the planets are like moon is generally neutral towards them. So yes guys, this was just a basic overview. And guys, the point over here is that all what you have to do is that connect the dots. Like, okay, I'll give you a very simple example. The whole objective of this video was that to explain you that how you can find people who could be the pure type of a planet. So let's say, for example, you come across a person who is born on 2nd of any month, right? And if this person has also got his headline on the palm, curving 2 down on the mount of moon, this person has got his moon nakshatra to be Rohini, Hasta, Shravan, or that could be in the Lagan as well. Moon might be placed in the first house only, and over and above that, the person has got a very round face as well. The person is always talking about his emotions, about his feelings. This person has served for a very longer span of time in the navy, in the merchant navy, or this person has got a habit of going for a long sailing session and all. Then connecting all these things, you can definitely say this thing that okay, this person manifests the pure Luna or moon vibes. And definitely guys, then definitely you will find the say of that coming in the house, in the vastu, in the professional choices of that person as well. And specifically if you have to guide or advise someone with this kind of prominence of the moon, then I would say that the northwest direction, which in vastu is connected with moon, that has to be like without any affliction in the house of that person. And even the gods and the devotion and the career choices, if you have to advise a person who you will get to know that is purely ruled by moon, then after knowing the type, everything will become easy for you to assess and then accordingly guide that person. So yes guys, this is something which I wanted to say as a part of my inputs on this video. For further more updates and notifications on the divine science of Vedic astrology, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and like my Facebook page. Dhanyavad.